Welcome back to OP, Legends of Raspia, the comedy fiction fantasy role-playing podcast with its own unique game, which is designed to be accessible for anyone who ever wanted a seat at the role-playing table. So, pull up a chair, let down your hair, spend a few talks with the old bard fox. Last time on OLoR, Feabear attempted to infiltrate the sand pirate camp in order to reverse rob the bandits. He was noticed and spotted by an inebriated sand pirate. In an act of desperation, Feabear tried trickery to blend in and sang a spontaneous sham shanty that sounds a little something like this.
As you can hear, the pirates all joyfully sing your shanty. They sing in unison, though they don't all quite know the words. It is joyful all the same. There beneath that fandango moon hanging overhead, as they all sing merrily, the sand pirate that you had initially been confronted by has taken his arm from around you, as you find that it is an opportune moment to try and sneak off.
Hell yeah.
If you wish to do so, this will be an agility test.
I do wish to do so.
This will be on the world's turn reactionary.
Cool. And do I still get the advantage for their drunkenness?
Yes, indeed, you do.
Dope. For sneaking away, let's see, it's a natural 18. I got 8 in agility, so 26 plus 5, 31.
None of the pirates seem to pay much attention at all as you sneak off to the back of this crowd, hearing your shanty grow a little bit quieter as you sneak toward the hull, correct?
Correct. Making my way down there.
Let's do one perception roll for the world's turn, and then it will go to an open table featuring Mr. Feabear Dongo Bear.
That's gonna be a 2.
Hey! You thought maybe I'd just infiltrate and you'd get one over on old big mamba, did ya?
No, that's not what I was thinking at all. Very rude of you to assume you know what I was thinking.
What's rude is coming in here and appropriating our shanties, just basing them down to single rhymes such as that. You've offended me. What's your name, infiltrator?
Well, first of all, there's nothing wrong with an AAAA rhyme scheme. And second of all, you can call me Feabear.
Feabear, is that? Well, all right, maybe I will call you that. And who's your big, beautiful, bearded buddy?
Oh, don't be nice to him. He doesn't like it when you're nice to him.
It makes me very uncomfortable that you're being so nice already. Well, I can't help it. Just look at ya. I just love talking to ya. We're gonna get him an NPC loot, you and I. I don't know what you mean by that, but I feel like we're compelled. Someone please interrupt us. We're on a fight.
Here. Stop complimenting him. His name is Fum. You don't need to compliment him anymore. As you can see, his head is already big enough.
That's right, more like Thumb. I actually appreciate that, thank you.
What? Just stop it. I said stop.
So, what are you doing here, Feabear?
I wish to speak with your captain.
I am who do you think you're speaking to now, other than Captain Jarmamba Turtle and Strotherbuff?
So, are you the captain, or?
Oh, yes, right, I am the captain, and you'll call me Captain Jarmamba Turtle and Strotherbuff. Or, influence roll to see if I'll let you call me Big Mamba.
That's 10.
Well, I rolled a 1. I love it when you call me Big Mamba. I've got my hands in the air, but you are the true player. Go ahead and take 2 bits, because I don't know how else to make that miraculous. But you can call him Big Mamba. I suppose that's a miracle in and of itself, to not have to call him Captain Jermamba Turlin Strotherbuff.
Listen here, Big Mamba.
All right.
A while ago, maybe a couple roads ago, there's an acquaintance of mine, you know, kind of a real scoop-de-doop-de sort of type.
You're talking about Prospector Youthie.
I don't know his name, to be honest.
What an abrasive voice he's got on him, and that too.
Yes. In any case, this person whose name I'm not entirely sure of, he was robbed, I believe, by your lovely gang of pirates here.
Allegedly.
Troop, your posse.
It's a crew.
Crew.
The pirates.
Yes, of course. In any case, he was robbed, allegedly by your crew. And would like to have his wagon back. He's been crying up a storm. It's pitiful. It's terrible. And no one likes to see it. You know, you think his voice is abrasive when he's talking. You should hear him crying. Oh.
I can only imagine what that's like. That's gotta be terrible. Well, I'll require an influence roll, and perhaps we can negotiate. No, I don't know. I'm not so sure. You've still offended me with your shanty. More like shame to you. Anyway, roll your influence.
That's just rude. Alrighty. I'm going to use Debonair Dastard once. Well, my influence roll is going to be 6.
Oh, well, you know, there's no way of telling whose wagon we took and whose wagon we didn't take. So, I'm not really sure there's a whole lot I can do for you, except perhaps, well, no, you don't want to do that now, do you?
I might.
It's a reverse hero journey. You've got to convince me 3 times that you want to go.
I definitely might. I surely could be interested in things.
I'm sure this captain is very out of place in that he's a pirate and we're in the desert, but his knowledge of tropes is terrifying.
I bet you're wondering where we got our ship from.
Nope, I wasn't gonna ask.
Oh, sure you were. Well, I'll tell you. No, it's fine. What are you gonna ask? Because as of now, you're not exactly on my gift quests to list, which is a list I have.
Look here, Big Mamba.
Hey?
You hate Toria. I know you do.
You gotta be big, go on.
Not yet. I'll buy you a couple drinks first. Also, pirate pun?
I'm not a fan of those. I hate them.
Okay. Sorry, let's patch this up. So you hate Toria. I know you do. I hate Toria. And as does the person whose name I certainly remember. And look, our forces combined together, we could really give Toria the what for and who done it.
Hey, well, before I have you roll your influence roll, what do you mean give it to what for? What story at that you're going to be taking swings at them like that?
Well, they've taken over Kaltaria.
What about the Mirage?
The Mirage included. I know.
Influence roll.
12.
All right, look. I can't say I'd like the idea of Torians taking over, especially with just the Mirage.
It's right in your
that
backyard.
place. You know who I love down there? It's Cadley Bow O'Malley. Now that is a good little dishwasher. The other twit. Anyway.
Yeah, sure. So, you don't get down there very often, do you?
No, last time I was there, it would have been 3 wash-offs ago.
Well, yeah, no, that's fine. Gadley's fine.
He's a gem, and you know it if you ever met the guy. So anyway, you're telling me...
I think more so of an unpolished turd, more so than a gem, but, you know, we're splitting hairs here.
Look, there is a beast that needs a slaying, and if you can find a way to slay it, I'll join your little Unification Fable 3 2007 RPG caravan, whatever you're calling it. Crew, that's what I'll call it, is a crew. I'll join your crew, Feabear. But first, you've got to slay the sleepy boba.
I pray to Eco that this is not a euphemism.
Buy me a couple of drinks first. It's sort of better when you do that. But still, the sleepy boba is a creature of great might. It'll raise you up and then let you down so hard you break your pelvis across the sand, I tell you. Problem is, we don't like to go by the sleepy boba. Can I go over there for our, we can fill in the gaps after you slay old Sleepy. Until then, there's no such deal for wagons nor unification.
Right, that makes sense. That makes sense. A little scratch your back, you'll scratch mine sort of scenario. Right. So what is this thing?
The Sleepy Boba!
Right. That doesn't really, paint a picture necessarily about what it is.
It'll crush you like a worm.
That also, doesn't really elicit a response in my mind
Let's
so much
go
as
ahead and do a reactionary perception test to see if it indeed does elicit a response in your mind, is I believe how you phrased it. So, out of question.
14.
Wadums, particularly in the desert, are very dangerous, subterranean, predatory creatures. They are known other places as woolly worms. They feel for tremors in the ground, and that is how they hunt. So in the sand, they are particularly lethal.
Are you smelling? Is that bacon? Kevin, are you cooking bacon? Sorry,
There's
please
no
continue.
place to put the Kevin here. Was that one? Did I do it? I told you I hate puns. So, the Wadum will crush you. It'll, as I said, raise you up, and then the Sleepy Boba will drop you the shatter your pelvis on the sand, I tell you.
I prefer my pelvis remain unshattered.
Well, then I suppose you better slay the Sleepy Boba before it drops you.
Yeah, you wouldn't happen to have like any sort of weapons or
What do you mean? We're pirates, of course we got. What do you mean, any sort of weapons? You mean any sort of weapon? Well, you don't have a weapon on you, do ya?
just the snare drum. Yeah, perhaps you have some sort of heavy artillery that my buddy here can strap on, so to speak.
I got plenty of weapons. Now, do you have the influence to get one? That's the question.
16.
I tell you what, Feabear.
Yes.
I'll allow you access to our marketplace and a place to sleep for tomorrow, because it's going to start having the sun come up in a couple of chimes here, and they kind of have you getting baked. Just there for bacon, you know. Is it too late? Fuck.
It's never too late.
I'm bad at them, that's why I hate them. Anyway, so you can have a place to rest, which means that your character sheet will be refreshed. Now, go over and sing the shanties until the sun comes up like the rest of the crew. And let old Big Mamba know if you need anything, yeah?
I certainly shall. Thank you, Big Mamba.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. So, having just finished up purchasing your market stuff, what exactly did you purchase, Feabear Doctor?
I got my first non-snare drum weapon. I got a slingshot, and then I got some combat items.
It is brought to your attention that you need to do a perception test of the words.
Oh, thanks for the reminder.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Well, do you know how to slay a sleepy boba?
Well, it just seemed like one of those things I'd probably, figure out, as it went along. Like how I tend to do, and I have a really good track record with, figuring things out as they unfold. Between the pirates, breaking into Gadleys. Actually, I'm starting to think that I don't actually have a great track record with figuring things out on the fly.
Well, maybe some though. It is only a matter of time before you arrive at your previous camp, known as the Boiling Mound, owned by Prospector UT, which of course you remember. So to be clear, we are making our way back to go get more help, just because you don't know how to. I feel like we just determined that, between us. Maybe we didn't say it out loud.
Yeah, I don't think we said it out loud, did we?
Oh, well, we were just right here,
Yeah.
we're on the same proverbial page.
You're right. You know what? I do have a couple friends that are way more experienced in slaying beasties. Well, friends might be a strong word. I think Xanthe has a she tolerates me.
She has a cactus in her boot.
She has cactus in her blood.
That's true. I do believe she's part cactus. She keeps vehemently denying that she's part cactus, and no one even brings it up. She just says it.
It would explain why she's so prickly.
Oh, I don't quite get it, but you said it with such confidence that it feels really good. As we approach our home base and you have used your actions to hone your abilities, let's roll a perception roll.
12.
Something is amiss over at camp. Look at them.
And as you look at them, you see that the person standing in the doorway of the cavern, which is held up, the sand is held up by cactus stalks, as is tradition around this parts. The person standing there, who you do not recognize from behind, but you do recognize that their hands are up in some form of surrender.
Whose hands are up in surrender?
You don't know!
Oh no!
Find out next time on Ope, Legends of Raspia! It feels so good! Ope!
OLoR, Legends of Raspia is brought to you by BardFox. OLoR in the game Legends of Raspia is created and produced by Han Blackheart and Rik Tahee. Feabear Dongodare is played by Rik Tahee. You can find him on Twitter, where he does occasionally post things. Story, music, and game moderation by Han Blackheart. Find him on Instagram and Twitter at JippoFox, and check out his music at jippofox.bandcamp.com. Editing and mixing by Rik Tahee. Visual art created by Xanthe Blackheart. Check out BardFox's Instagram, SoundCloud, and YouTube channel for more Raspian content such as music, goofs, and the silly thoughts that run through our heads. Thank you, dear listener, for your listenage. Tune back next week when we kick off a new arc with a slew of special guests, including our favorite former sheriff. That's all for me, folks. Good luck back there on Earth.